Hey everyone, it's Brian with GreyWolf Towers. So today's video is a little bit different. I don't normally do this kind of a video, but I figured I'd give a little bit of a description on a phone. It's now a little bit older. I believe it's now an entire generation old. The S20 is either out or being released sometime in the very near future. So this here is my newest toy. It is a Samsung Galaxy S10. It's not the Plus, it's not the E, it's just the standard 10. I find it kind of fun. The screen quality is great. The battery life is pretty amazing, to be honest. I mean, it definitely lasts better than my S9 did. I had the standard S9 before. You've probably seen it in some of my older videos going off and stuff. So I replaced it just because I decided that I wanted something a little bit different. A little bit nicer, and also my wife is always draining her battery, and one of the cool features of the S10, and I don't know if it's carried over into the S20 or not, I'm just giving you a little bit of honest feedback on the S10. One of the coolest features that I found is the ability that it has to charge other phones that have wireless charging capabilities. So I can actually, if I have good battery and my wife's almost dead on her phone and we don't have a charger available, I can click a couple buttons on it and I can charge her phone so that she can make a call if she needs to keep her phone going. And like I said, typically out of the two of us, mine I usually keep pretty well charged. She usually ends up running hers dead, and so hers will be at like 3% midday and mine will still be at like 70-80%, The battery on this one does seem to be considerably better. It does still have the Bixby button, and then the volume buttons, which are all on, when you're looking at the screen, they're on the left side, and then the power button is on the right side. The camera quality is really great. In fact, I may add a little clip of a video right about here. Although a lot of stuff's going on because of the virus going around, it's been hectic and crazy, and if I hadn't already put the vehicle into the shop, I probably wouldn't have gotten it fixed until after the virus, but hey, it is what it is. But it came back. They had to replace a bunch of parts, including the motor, but we're gonna have a little fun right now. My son hasn't had this kind of experience before, so we're gonna enjoy this little excursion while we're on our little bit of a lockdown. Ready? Was that a good finale?
Yeah. That was fun.
And that video was filmed on the S10 by my son when we decided to take my SUV. I say new, but it's new to me, not new as in newly produced. I bought a 2011 Ford Escape XLT so that I have a dependable vehicle to go back and forth between towns, because we now live in an area that's a lot more removed from city than it was when we lived in Texas. And out here, there's one Walmart type store, like a department store. There's like one within 50 to 55 miles of my home. So it's about half a mile, past where I live, but it's the only one within like 50 miles of us. Then there's, I don't know if you're familiar with a store called Cow Ranch. It's a ranch supply store, but they carry a variety of stuff like camping gear, farming equipment. They sell chicks, like baby chickens. Sometimes they'll have other animals too. They've got the sporting goods area with the guns, all that kind of stuff. Great store. If you have one near you, you are in luck. I love that store. It is amazing. Walmart is, like I said, nearby. We have grocery stores and things like that as well, but not a whole lot out here. And there's like one, maybe two McDonald's within 50 miles of my home. Like I said, it's small town here. And being that I travel to a city about 50 miles away, it actually comes in really handy having this SUV, especially since it gets between 20 and 30 miles per gallon on the freeway. So it's a lot better than my car, which only got about 23 miles on the freeway. So I'm really happy with that purchase. But anyway, back to the phone. So the phone is very good battery life. I'm at 54%. Haven't really been charging it since probably 4 or 5 this afternoon. And I've been playing games, watching YouTube, almost nonstop on it. Almost nonstop for 6 to 8 hours, and I'm still showing 54%, and I think I charged it for maybe a few minutes during that time, only because I was setting up the feature that Samsung has, where they do this thing where you're charging your phone and it somehow gives you credit to donate to people, like stopping things like hunger and things like that. And so I wanted to try that out, but it only functions while it's charging. So I was trying to see if it was working or not. Didn't seem to be working for me, but who knows. But anyway, it does have a great front-facing camera. I've done some video calls with my wife on her S9. She's, said that it looks good. And then on the back, there's actually 3 cameras. And when you're taking a picture and you're using it for the rear-facing camera, it actually gives you, instead of having like a slide for the zoom, like the older phones, it has 3 buttons that you tap, and one does the farthest back, like it's just no zoom at all. Then you hit the second button and it zooms in 1 time, and then you hit the other one and it's like 2 or 3 times zoom, something like that. And so it gives you the zoom feature really quick and easy like that. The recording, you saw some of it just a few minutes ago, and it's a really great camera. I've been enjoying it. This one was actually a Sprint model that was unlocked by whoever and sold as an unlocked phone. I paid about $400 for it, plus about 30 or so for the case. So it's not expensive. It's refurbished, which basically, when it's refurbished by a seller, it basically means it's used. They wiped it down, erased all the data, that kind of stuff. It's been holding up really good. Like I said, it's a Sprint model, but I run Verizon, and it's running great. I've had no issues with phone calls. Sounds amazing. Speakerphone's better than the S9s. The playing video files is great sound, great video. Overall, I love the upgrade, and I'm trying to find a way to sell some parts and upgrade my wife so that she can have a good phone, because I think she'll really love it as well. So, kind of got sidetracked with the video stuff with the car. I apologize. But overall, if you're in the market for a phone under $500, not having to pay anything off because it's already paid off, unlocked, able to be used on any carrier, great device and very high quality. Samsung is always great, with the exception of the Note 7, which, by the way, if you have one, hit me up in the comments down below. I would love to get a hold of a Samsung Note 7. I want to try and see if I can get it to do. I saw another video from somebody, and the guy, he took a broken one replace the screen, replace the backing, replace the battery, set it up with everything, and got it so that there was a software that prevented it from updating so he could actually use it. I think he's over in England or somewhere over in Europe, and it was really cool. So if you have one and don't mind parting with it, hit me up in the comments down below, because I would absolutely love to get my hands on it. I'll give you a shout out in exchange for it. So anyway, yeah, that's the video today, just about the Samsung S10. So I love it. Yeah, anyway, if you have any questions or comments about it, make sure you leave them down below. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button so that you can see our new videos as they come out. And then, as always, if you found this video educational, informational, or even entertaining, go ahead and hit the like button down below so we know that you like this video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great day. Bye for now.